You're watching 2 News Oklahoma at 6.
Good evening, I'm Karen Larson. A shooting at a Bartlesville bar left 2 men dead Monday evening. The suspect now in custody after initially leaving the scene, according to police. 2 News Oklahoma's Katie Kelleher shares what happened and why this is a shock to the community.
The shooting happened here outside the Kickstand Saloon around 8:30 Monday night. Police say it started as a fight and ended with 2 men dead, shocking those who knew them.
To be honest, it's very painful.
A Monday night shooting in Bartlesville, leaving friends devastated. Michelle says she was friends with one of the victims and had to come to the Kickstand Saloon to see for herself what happened.
I haven't got a text, I haven't got a phone call. I just heard my best friends are dead. And I got a bunch of sad faces and that was it.
Bartlesville police identified the victims as 40-year-old Austin Standiford and 29-year-old Van Parson. Bartlesville Police Chief Tracy Rolls says it all started as a fight inside the bar with suspect Gregory Rogers. Rolls says the fight escalated from verbal to physical and ended with Standiford and Parson shot and killed. And when officers responded,
they really took control of the scene and controlled what was very chaotic. Tensions were very high. There were people scared. There were people hurt.
Police quickly identified Rogers as the suspect. However, they couldn't find him. Rolls says Rogers went to a hospital in Tulsa for a gunshot wound, but left before being treated. Rolls says it's unknown how or when Rogers was shot. Rogers eventually turned himself in to the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office.
That was responsible for him to do. So I appreciate that.
Rogers is now in Bartlesville police custody, but some questions remain on how the case will be handled moving forward due to the McGirt ruling. Standiford was a tribal citizen, while Rogers and Parson are not.
When we called the FBI, that's what they said. Whoa, we got to push the brakes a little bit here because we've not dealt with this. So it'll be interesting to see, is there 2 trials? Is there, I don't know, one in Tulsa in federal court and one here? It'll be interesting to see how that works out.
The shooting, not usual for Bartlesville. Rolls says the city typically averages 1 homicide a year, and now these 2 are their 3rd and 4th for 2021.
Bartlesville is not like this. It's never like this. We're always calm.
We're a pretty quiet city. We have our problems just like everyone else, and we have crime just like everyone else. But to have this type of crime is something that's not heard of here in Bartlesville.
Chief Rolls says Rogers faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count felony possession of a firearm after a conviction. In Bartlesville, Katie Kelleher, 2 News Oklahoma.
The suspect wanted in a robbery and shooting at the Come and Go in Coweta last month is also in custody. 2 News Oklahoma's Amanda Slee is in Coweta, where she spoke with the police chief and the Wagner County DA. Amanda?
This afternoon, Coweta Police Chief Mike Bell and District Attorney Jack Thorpe told me that they are grateful the suspect is in custody and that it was peaceful. They tell me Alec Hayden turned himself in on Sunday after his family convinced him he should. Police have been looking for him since he was named a suspect several days after the November 20th robbery and shooting at the Come and Go. The clerk survived despite being shot 5 times. Hayden faces charges of robbery with a dangerous weapon and assault and battery with a deadly weapon. In his first court appearance Monday, he pleaded not guilty.
At this point, he is not guilty. He's presumed innocent. That presumption is going to remain all the way through this case until hopefully I have an opportunity to present the evidence that I have against him in court. And at that point, I would hope that a jury would find him guilty.
DA Thorpe asked that the community continue to submit any information they have to help build the case. The judge denied bond, so for now, Hayden remains in custody. He'll be in court again on December 20th. In Coweta, Amanda Slee, 2 News.
Thanks, Amanda. Covering news across the state, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is releasing new information relating to the death of a 33-year-old Marine. Daniel Aaron was riding his motorcycle near Highway 62 and 3300 Road near Hera on September 12th. Officers responded to a motorcycle accident, and when they arrived, they found Aaron. He was taken to the hospital, and that's where doctors determined that he'd actually died from a gunshot wound. Now police are wanting to talk to the motorcyclists who were in the area at the time of Aaron's murder. Take a look at these pictures. Police released them. The individuals were described as wearing black jackets with white lettering on the back. OSBI is offering a $10,000 reward to anyone who can lead them to a suspect's arrest and conviction. New at 6, one family is using their story to try and encourage others to think twice before drinking and driving during the holiday season. On October 3rd of last year, Marissa Murrow was driving on the Kilpatrick Turnpike when an impaired driver crashed into her. That driver had a blood alcohol content of 0.16 and was driving north in the southbound lane. Marissa was placed on life support, but later passed away from her injuries. Now, as part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign, her parents are speaking out today. They say accidents like what happened to their doctor happen a lot more often than people realize.
This happens so much, and it's preventable, and that's, I think, the part of the devastation of it and the tragedy of it is this is totally preventable. It really is.
The Murrows hope their daughter's tragic story will show others the consequences of drinking and driving. The Tulsa Police Department is reminding people of the proper following distance when you're driving. TPD says rear-end collisions make up about 30% of the collisions that the department works, and the proper following distance is actually measured by time, not distance. TPD says you should drive 3 seconds behind the person you're following. The department shared this video on Facebook. They say you should also add an extra second when there is low visibility outside, wet roadways, and when it's dark.
Now, your 2 News Oklahoma First Forecast, sponsored by Executive Homes.
All right, hold on to your vehicle, especially if you have a high-profile vehicle the next 24 hours, as the winds are going to be intense, even stronger in southwestern Kansas, where there could be a historic fire threat across that region. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes, but right now, winds sustained at 14 miles per hour in Tulsa and McAllister, Bartlesville at 10. These are light compared to where we're heading tomorrow. Wind gusts tomorrow could get up to between about 40 to 45 miles per hour. 66 in the metro right now, Tahlequah at 64, McAllister at 68 degrees. It's a very warm evening across the area. If you're going outside this evening, expect warm conditions, breezy conditions as well. So 66 right now in Tulsa with really warm conditions tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very windy, a wind advisory in place for tomorrow. We'll talk about that fire threat, which is extreme in western Kansas, northwest Oklahoma. We'll detail that, and we'll talk about chilly weekend ahead for us here in eastern Oklahoma as we return to slightly below normal temperatures. More on that with your 10-day in 11 minutes.
All right, thanks. Well, Oklahoma researchers are analyzing wastewater to monitor diseases like the flu and COVID-19. Researchers say that they are currently seeing an increase in influenza A here in Tulsa and over in Oklahoma City.
Well, it's truly the advance warning and another piece of the science that we can use to predict and use to try to help and inform and protect our people. Because if we have advance warning, it gives us some time.
The researchers also say they're going to start looking for Omicron in samples as soon as the genetic primers arrive to the lab. Doctors say it's not too late to get your flu shot. The flu shot was formulated with 4 strains this year, so it will offer the most protection this season. The Salvation Army says it's almost halfway to its goal in its Red Kettle event. The Army is hoping to raise $725,000 before Christmas Day. So far, the organization has raised more than $356,000, but still needs more than $365,000 to meet the goal. You have until December 24th to donate. You can stop by any Reese's and drop in your spare change. All of the money raised helps those right here in our community. And hundreds of bikes are filling up the Owasso High School football field for Operation Bikes for Kids event with iHeartRadio and 106.1 The Twister. Natalie Cash with The Twister is currently living on the scaffolding at the stadium. They call it Bike Mountain, and doesn't plan to come down until the 1,061 bikes are collected. And the community is coming through. 2 News Oklahoma reporter Caitlin Rivas is there with how many more bikes they need. Caitlin?
Hey Karen, the community is definitely coming through tonight. We are still out here tonight working to get those bikes for these kids. I've got some friends back here. We see Santa, Captain America, all these people coming in, bringing some more bikes in tonight. We are nearing 700 right now. So just a little bit of a show of how much the community really is stepping in. We've got students, we've got big kids, little kids, adults. We've got everybody coming in here, bringing all of these bikes in for kids for Christmas. So awesome stuff to see. The community is definitely helping out. 2 News Oklahoma has partnered with iHeartRadio and the Twister to give kids a bike for Christmas. And this year, more and more people are donating.
We brought 50. They range from little kids up to teenagers or adult cruisers. So, yeah, we give away about 400 bikes between the 2 stores in Bartlesville every year for Christmas.
Patriot Buick GMC Advanced Auto Parts, the Bernstein Foundation, and Owasso students are getting in on the action this year.
Ho, ho!
Santa Claus even made a surprise visit to make sure all the bikes are put together safely for the kids.
It's very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming. I love to see children happy.
Mark Suffel with Advanced Auto Parts says 15 stores around the state brought in bikes.
We had 30 bikes this year. We may have to deliver another group of bikes because we want to get y'all closer to the goal and maybe even put you over. So we're looking forward to it.
He says doing this every year is rewarding not only for him, but for everyone who works at their stores in Oklahoma. He also hopes it helps families in need.
It's a great deal for the kids, underprivileged, in need of Christmas gifts, and this is just a big deal every year, so we're glad to be part of it.
When she starts talking, you can like wave and stuff when she starts talking.
Last count, we are reaching 700 bikes here at Owasso High School, and that is pretty close to our goal of 1,061 bikes, but not quite. So Natalie Cash does have to stay in this scaffolding one more night. Hopefully the winds aren't too bad for her, but I'll send it back to you guys in the studio now. Caitlin Rivas reporting live in Owasso, 2 News Oklahoma.
What a great effort there. Up next on 2 News Oklahoma, for all of you online shoppers, we'll tell you about a new scam that's targeting Amazon shoppers. If you order anything from Amazon this holiday season, be careful of emails or calls about your account. Amazon impersonators are targeting shoppers, and they have different ways of tricking you into sending them money. 2 News Oklahoma problem solver Pete Knutson explains their schemes as we count down the 12 scams of Christmas.
The scams work because of how many people order from Amazon. Mila from Broken Arrow tells us, I started ordering Christmas gifts from Amazon weeks ago, so I didn't give it a second thought when I got a message which I thought was from Amazon about one of those many